This is the PPC Tutor Podcast. Join us as we provide valuable tools, tips and resources, helping you to kickstart your PPC career.
Hi there. In this episode, I want to talk about what budget you should set for your PPC campaign. My name is Mike, and I'm a Google Ads specialist, PPC consultant, and I work with a wide range of businesses, setting up campaigns, managing them, offering training, and so forth. And I've learned a lot about how businesses set up their budgets and how they spend their money in PPC campaigns, whether that's Google Ads, Microsoft Ads, or any other PPC platform. The basics are quite similar, and it depends on a number of factors, obviously. Now, one of the things in Google Ads and other PPC platforms is that it gives you a lot of control on how much you can spend, how much you want to spend, and sort of you can turn it off easily and just reactivate when you want and update the budget even on a daily basis as often as you like. Now, that's great because it gives you control, but it also presents a lot of challenges because a lot of advertisers, start with the wrong budgets, and they continue advertising for a long time and they don't really see the returns because they're not really putting the resources into it. And some start with a big budget, but they think that's the solution to making Google Ads work. In fact, it's not. It can really ruin a lot of things. What's important is that you are targeting the right people and you're not wasting any of the budget at all. So, you don't want to have a bad experience with PPC campaigns. So you want to make sure that you are starting on the right foot, that you've got all your search queries, your negative keywords in there, and you're not wasting any of your budget. Now, obviously, if you're reporting to somebody else and have to show them how much you're spending, the returns, they will want to know how much they're getting for their budgets and so forth and their spend. So that's really important. Now, obviously, there's different ways to set budgets, and one of the really effective ways and a good one to start with is with your keyword research. Now, when you do keyword research, you're able to see what you're likely to spend on each keyword and on all the keywords collectively. Even some of the search queries that you're actually likely to appear for, because in Google Ads, keywords is what you add in the campaign, but search terms is what people search with, and sometimes you won't see those searches. In fact, according to Google, about 15% of searches every day are totally new to them, so you won't have that insight. But that keyword research is still good, and it's important because it really gives you a good idea of how much to set. You're able to see what the average cost per click is on some of the major keywords you had. For example, if you thought your average cost per click was going to be like £5, and then it turns out that it's like £10, that's a huge difference. So you need to factor that in as you are setting your budgets and so forth. So do that keyword research, and in Google Ads you've got the keyword planner tool, and it will help you with that research so you can actually see which keywords to bid on, and you can even group them into a plan, set up a campaign or add them to an existing campaign, and then set up your ads and then start advertising. Now, a lot of advertisers obviously don't do any keyword research. Maybe they don't know how it works, but what I tend to advise a lot of advertisers is start with a small budget, one where you want to test and see how it works for you. Now, when I say test, I'm not saying you should not expect some return from it. I'm not saying you shouldn't aim to get some sales or leads. That's important. In fact, you should be aiming to get those leads and sales from day one. But part of that setup should really be about testing to see what search queries you get, what the average cost per click is, because it's different for every business, for every industry. And so you should be able to test that and see what you get for your business. And once you've seen what you get, you can then adjust your budgets, especially if your conversion rates are good. So if you have got conversion rates above 5%, 10%, you can then start increasing your budgets to get more clicks, to get more traffic, and to even get more conversions. So don't hold back when you're seeing those conversions are really good. So that's something you definitely need to do. I mean, one of the things you can do is run some experiments. That's more advanced, obviously, but later you can run some experiments to see what returns you get for different budgets, and you can do that in your Google Ads account, or test different things like that. I mean, even the system itself gives you recommendations. After running ads for some time, you'll be able to see in recommendations what budgets to set based on performance, and you can apply that if you like, or you can just discard it if it's not really relevant for you. So that's something really to consider. Another thing to do is really to check what competitors are up to. There are some competitor research tools that actually help you to actually see what keywords and search terms competitors are appearing for. And one of them, the one I use, is seranking.com, and it's not free, but if you go on there, you'll be able to sign up and just check out the tools. I believe it's got a trial version, and it allows you to really see what some of your direct competitors are spending on average per month, what keywords they have, what average position they have, and the average cost per click that they're spending for some of those keywords. So I would recommend that. That's just one effective way really to see and decide on what budgets to set for your campaigns. So this is how I believe you should start, and it's really going to help you to see what works for your campaigns and for your industry, because that's the really key thing. So thank you for listening to this podcast episode. Check out my next episodes that are coming out, where I talk about different things to do with PPC and Google Ads advertising.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the PPC Tutor Podcast. To find out more, why not connect with us online by visiting our website at www.mikencube.co.uk. Join us again next time for more valuable tools, tips and resources helping you to kickstart your PPC career.